Hi guys, it's Poonam here. I hope you're doing really well. Today's video is about knotty hair. I've got really fine hair, but quite a lot of it, if that makes sense. Today's video is going to be about how to deal with knotty hair and how to get shiny hair as well. So if you are interested in that, then please stay tuned and I will be sharing with you my tips and tricks. So the first thing that I do before I actually go in to wash my hair is actually detangle it. If my hair is really knotty, then I will just use my fingers just to get rid of bigger knots, because I really don't want to be using a brush and sort of dragging out the knots, because that's really going to just damage your hair and make it frizzy as well. Then I'll either go in with a wide tooth comb or a tangle tweezer like this one. I just prefer to take the knots out before I actually go and wash my hair. I feel like my hair's a lot smoother after I do that. I shampoo my hair twice. The first time I'll just use a little bit of shampoo and just do a really quick wash. I just want to get the initial grease out of my hair. The second time I wash my hair with shampoo is more of a deeper clean. So I tend to massage the shampoo into my hair a bit more. And I also recently have been going in with a shampoo brush like this one. I got this brush from Japan and I absolutely love it. I think it's really great. It really gives your hair a deep clean, and it also will exfoliate the scalp as well. So if there's any buildup of product on your scalp, it will get rid of that. And I notice definitely when washing my hair, it feels so much smoother. So I will use this either just once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, because I really don't want to over exfoliate my scalp. Another little tip for you, this is just based on my experience. I tend not to leave the shampoo on my scalp for too long. I do all of this quite quickly. I usually find that if I put a shampoo on and leave it on my scalp, my hair looks a bit dry and my scalp feels a little bit tight and itchy. Now this may differ depending on the shampoo you're using. If you are using an anti-dandruff shampoo, then usually the instructions will tell you to leave it on a little bit longer, just so that the medicine can actually penetrate your scalp. But just for general shampoos, I would leave it on as less time as you can. Another little tip for you is use a fragrance-free shampoo. Fragrances are not good for your skin, and that includes your scalp as well. So after I wash my shampoo out, I go in with a conditioner. The one that I have been loving recently is this one by Aussie, and it's their Miracle Moist Conditioner. It makes my hair feel really smooth.
Now this actually is a product that does contain fragrance,
but because you're not going to be putting it on your scalp, it shouldn't be too much of a problem at all. It's literally just going to be applied to the ends of your hair, if that's not what you're doing already. Please only apply conditioner to the ends of your hair, not to your scalp. You will end up with really limp and greasy hair quite quickly if you put conditioner on your scalp. Usually leave the conditioner on for a few minutes just to make sure that it really gets in there and smooths out the hair. So after I wash my hair, I will use this, which is a hair turban. The premise behind using something like this is not to get your towel and scrub your hair, because what that's going to be doing is creating some friction that can lead to hair breakage and frizziness, obviously, as well. What I usually do is I'll get the turban, I'll put it over my head and I'll just wrap my hair really gently. But I've really noticed a difference after using this. I've been using this actually for a few years, not the same one, and I actually got this one from Wilkinson's and it was literally only like £1 or £2 or something.
you kind of wrap your hair, and there's a little button at the back that you can sort of wrap it round.
So there's a button here. So once I've actually taken my hair out, I will use this again and I'll just sort of pat the hair a little bit just to get any additional moisture out, because I don't want it to be too wet when I'm applying the rest of my products. Okay, for the next step, I always go in with a hair oil. I just feel like it really helps with my knotty hair. My favourite hair oil is this one here by Hask, and it's their argan oil. I really love this. I used to use the Moroccan oil, which is also a really great oil, but I just find that this one does the same, if not a slightly better job than the Moroccan oil.
And it's half of the price.
I think this cost me about £4 or £5 from Boots. I'll put the link of this one down below in the description bar, but I really love this. So I usually go in with this oil, but today I'm actually gonna go in with this one here, and this is one of the ones that I got from Japan. It's the Oshima Tsubaki Camellia Hair Oil. I've only used it once, but it's really, really good. So it's in a little container like this. It's got some weight to it. It's like a glass container. So the packaging is really, really beautiful. And it's got like a little symbol there, which I think is really cute. So I'm just going to open that. It's got a little dropper like that. I'm just going to take a few drops.
I think maybe one more. There we go.
So you don't want to be using too much oil because you don't want your hair to be really pulled down, flat and greasy. So you just want to use a little bit. I just rub it in between my hands like that just to spread it out, and then I'll just go in and go through the ends of my hair. If I do come across a big hair knot, then I'll just detangle it with my hands again, just by using some of the oil, because that can actually soften up the knot, and then we're not sort of tugging at the hair again. And then I'll just go ahead and comb my hair. I use either a wide tooth comb or a wide hairbrush like this one. I don't know whether you can see the bristles on here, but they're really wide. They're not going to sort of drag the hair. So I use something like this, and then I'll just brush my hair gently. If at this point your hair is still really knotty, then what you want to do is start from the bottom of your hair and then work your way up. If a knot is sort of here in this area, if you start from the top, you're going to be dragging that knot all the way down, which is not what you want. You want to start at the bottom and then gently work through that knot until you get to the top, and then that way you can just smooth your hair out. Generally at this point your hair should be fairly smooth after using the conditioner and the hair oil. If it's not, then go ahead and use a little bit more oil, but not too much. So once the hair is brushed, what I usually do is I let it air dry naturally until it's half dry. If I'm just going to be at home, I'll just completely let it air dry. I tend not to use a lot of heat tools on my hair, and I just feel that really helps with the shininess and the health of my hair in general. If I am going to be going out, I will just let it dry halfway, and then I will use a hairdryer and dry the rest of it off. Okay, so as you can see, my hair is now half dry. So now I'm actually going to dry the last bits of it. So the hairdryer that I'm using is this one here, which is a Remington Iconic. I'll try and link this one down below. So this is my hair after it's been dried. If I feel like there's quite a few flyaway hairs or there's hair sticking up, I will just take another drop of the hair oil that I use and just spread it towards the tips of my hair and the remainder on the top of my head. So I'll just do that now. Just take one drop of this. And then I'll just take the remainder and put that on the top here, because we don't want too much, otherwise it will get too greasy. So just a few things to note. When I actually dried my hair, I didn't use a really hot setting. That is really because that is going to cause a lot more damage to your hair, and also it makes it a little bit drier in my experience. So I use sort of the mid heat setting on the hairdryer, and that usually does the job. The second thing that I wanted to mention is that I didn't use a heat protecting spray on my hair before I dried it. Now the reason that I didn't do this is because I generally don't dry my hair, so I don't really have a need to use a hair protecting spray. But if you are one of those people that dries your hair every single day, or every time you wash your hair, or you use straighteners as well, then it's really advisable to use a hair protecting spray, just so that your hair is protected from that heat that you're putting onto it. And that's it. If you did enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe and hit that little bell down at the bottom to hear about any future videos that I've got. The previous videos will be linked up here or down here or here, I don't know where it will be, but please check those out and take care. Bye bye.